What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Krizbeatz, the drummer boy, and you are welcome back to this channel. So it's been a while. Recently, I just dropped an EP, which is the reason why you've not been seeing my face on your timeline. Today, based on popular demand, a lot of you guys have been asking how you can get this new I do the quotes hand because not new, but yeah, the new way to do the crowded vocals, kind of like what I did in this song.
Safako, what shall we? I like you. She my slave, baby, no.
Yeah, so it sounds like you have a choir. I think I have two songs that I'm going to touch, but I'll make different tutorials because there are two ways to do this. The first way is I'm going to display one of the ways to do it here. Then for the other one, I'm going to make another tutorial for it. So how do you get one person to sound like many people or to sound like many persons to give you that choir feel? So it comes from format shift. As a person, there's only little thing you can do to shift your format as a person. You can manipulate your voice in different ways. What do I mean by this? It means you can make your voice sound different way by what? It's not for you. It's not for you. It's not for you. Same thing, but different format, so that the recorder, anything you're using, perceives it as another person, so that you don't have that face cancellation. I see many people do it wrong. They try to do it by doubling vocals and then changing maybe the phase or something. That can work, but you might not necessarily get that organic feel. So today I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to be using myself and my friend. So this was recorded by, I had everybody in the studio. I had just two of us in the studio. So it was me, Jamo Piper, C-Boy in the studio. So I wanted Jamo Piper's voice to still stay on the lead without having to affect this thing. I think I did it for Sheyi Vibes too. So to stay on the lead, so me and C-Boy recorded the takes like this. Then I'll show you the effects we added on it. So I have a mic and I have two persons just like this. So we have the
Safako, it's not for you.
But then we want to crowd it. How do we do that? So I will call maybe a friend, or I'll call maybe a friend or anybody I have around me. In my case, it was C-Boy. So this is me. Imagine this is C-Boy. So imagine our first take is like this.
Safako,
It's not for you.
what?
So two of us, remember, two of us doing. So
Safako,
it's not for you.
what shall
The same thing. Sorry, I have sore throat. The same thing. This is me. Okay, let me use this camera. So this is me. This is the person I'm singing with. Do you understand? What this does is it allows you to have short take, but you sound massive. Do you understand? So the first take is
Safako,
it's not for you, based on what you're trying to do. Then you do that again, the same thing. So for this one, we did the first one. It sounds like this. It's not for you. So you get, that's two. So we did the second one. It's not for you. So that's left and right. So imagine you have many people in your one mono. Mono is one. So imagine tricking your mind to feel like you have plenty things in one side of this camera, in one side of the sound, plenty things in this side of the sound. So if we mix that with the lead that we had from Jamo Piper earlier, we get this.
Safako,
So those are just two lines. If you see the screen here, I have
Safako,
you already have the feel. Of course, there are effects on the channel, which I'm going to show you in a bit. That helps a lot, contributes a lot to this. So
Safako,
then I added more vocals to it. Let me see what this sounds like. Yes. So I'm not going for what I was going for with this. I will show you the choir style, where it sounds like, oh, you have a mass choir singing with you with just your vocals. I'll show you that in the Time Waster video. So the Time Waster is the video that drops after this one, or vice versa. I don't know how they are going to post them. The major thing here is to try to see, I'm not trying to do parts. I'm not trying to do, I'm trying to sing the harmonies yet here. So I'm going for something, which is, see, let me play it together.
Safako, what shall we? I like you.
So if you leave it like this, you still have a good sound. is not going to be considered bad at all.
Suffer kan.
You get, but we still went ahead to record more. So I did that. The last one I did it twice as well.
Suffer kan. Wash and wear.
So because I'm going to leave Is Not For You, the original one, in the middle, I'm not putting any of the crowded mono. I don't know the exact term to use, because it's like having a stereo bus in a mono. So you are hearing two things in a channel that allows you to hear one thing. I don't know if that makes sense to you. You are hearing two things in your mind in a channel that allows you to hear one thing. I believe that's the way they did it in the time when they didn't have stereo. So you have two things, you put it here, two, you put it here. So I don't know. I'm just thinking in my head.
Suffer kan.
In case they gave birth to you in that time and you're looking at me like, what's this man saying?
Suffer kan. Wash.
Yeah, so I did. I believe the last thing I added was this. It's not for you. It's not for you. So it's not for you. You see, some notes were even sounding wrong, and that's the beautiful thing about getting the crowd thing. Because if you have crowd singing, you won't have all of them singing a perfect harmony. It was deliberate to have some notes shake. Don't sound like you really know what you're doing, even if you really do know what you're doing. So altogether, you have it like this before I talk about the effect.
Suffer kan. Wash and wear.
Then I had Jamo Piper do like an ad lib on it, to like a high octave something on it, a high octave ad lib on it.
Suffer kan. Wash and wear. R.I.P. She be my slave.
You get me? So this is the simple way to get it. And then, on the effects, we didn't do much apart from having from compressor, delay, EQ, which those are normal things I add on my vocal channel. Not really necessarily for mixing. So the major thing that is doing the work for us is the Valhalla reverb. So the reverb is a big reverb, a pre-delay time that works with your tempo so that you don't have a lot of low rumble. I use this vocal widener. It's called Vapor Dimension by Karani or something. Then I added a doubler just to give it that extra stereo effects I told you we were going for. So that's pretty much everything I did on getting the crowded vocals that is currently reigning in the Nigerian music scene. Nigerian music sector. So all together with the instrumentals and the beats, they all sound like this. So if you find this tutorial helpful, or if this helped you in a way, and if you find this helpful, if this tutorial helped you in any way, please leave a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you will, and I'll see you in the next class. So the next class, I'll probably show you how to get the choir style, crowded vocals. So see you guys in a bit. The King of New Wave EP is out. If you've not heard it, you're missing out on a whole lot. I experimented with different sounds, and I would love it if you guys would do go check it out. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you in the next class, as I said before. Peace.